Good morning. It is 7 a.m. I'm feeling very tired because Alex and I stayed up really late watching a TV show called Presumed Innocent, which is so addictive. Couldn't stop watching it. It's 7 and I wanted to share my morning with you. My relaxed, calm, slow morning. So every day I wake up, first thing I do is tend to these animals because they meow at me and follow me. So I just quickly feed them, give Roxy her little butternut box, give Zeus his food, and then I'm going to go upstairs, go to the loo, get dressed, and we're going to head straight out the door to go on a dog walk. Oh no, actually, I lie. I'm going to do some exercise because I do exercise at home now instead of going to the gym to save some time. I'm not in the mood right now. So I very recently added working out in the morning at home to my routine. I used to be an avid gym goer. I was going, 4 times a week, sometimes 5 times a week. And then I just stopped going. I think I was going through a period of time where I just could not face it anymore. And it was taking up too much time. And I wanted to sort my life out and started with work and my mental health and all those sorts of things. It went out the window. And so recently I reintroduced it, but at home. Today's that day, but I usually walk Roxy first thing, so I did think I would do it before I walked her because it'd be too dark, but I've actually woken up at 7 today rather than 6:30, so it's actually light enough. And some days it's lighter because it's not raining, so I'm just going to go outside now and walk her and then exercise when I get home. I can see I've not taken my makeup off properly. The long and short of it is that I'm no longer putting this pressure on myself about exercise, and I'm kind of going with the flow a bit more in the mornings. I have a general routine, but I used to get really worked up and stressed about having to fit it all in, whereas now I kind of use this time for me to do what makes me feel good. And I'm listening to the Shameless podcast at the minute, the Taylor Swift ones. I've listened to all of their I've listened to the James Corden one, the Katy Perry one. What other one did I listen to? I've forgotten, but now I'm onto the Taylor Swift one. There's 5 parts, so if you're a Taylor Swift fan, they go through her whole history and her story of controversies and drama and all that kind of stuff. It's a very nice podcast to listen to. I used to listen to quite serious health podcasts. I just was finding that it was stressing me out because I've had health anxiety, or I do have health anxiety. It was I was trying to be productive, whereas now I'm trying to just chill out, and this is escapism. What have you got in your mouth? Come here, Bobby. What have you got? Look at her with the panda. Come on, honey. You've got to put this on your head. There you go. So I'm outside on my dog walk. This has been a pretty consistent part of my mornings for a really long time, but I do go back and forth with when I do it, or I have phases where I'm not doing it. And something that really helped me recently is just to decide that it is in my routine no matter what. Obviously having a dog means that you have an incentive to walk her, and during the periods where maybe I wasn't doing it so much, Alex will do it. Oh, look how, see, this is worth waking up for. I'm walking over a little bridge with a stream. Look, it's just so cute, look. Look at this little stream. I can hear the bird song. I'm ducking under trees. For a time I was finding it a bit difficult to... Okay, I'm going to have to pause because this is the bit where I have to duck. Yeah, there was a time where I was finding it difficult to maintain the consistency. I would go through phases where I would be walking her every day for an hour, and then I would get down and depressed and not be able to walk her as often because I was putting so much pressure on myself. I was like, it's only worth going if I take her out for a whole hour. You know, that's good for my health, and it's good for getting outdoors, it's good for exercise, it's good for Roxy, but that is not maintainable for me personally every single day. I can't commit to walking her for an hour every morning. So if I wake up at like 7, I can't be doing, you know, getting ready in the morning, walking her for an hour, come home, have time to get dressed, all those other things, and not feel rushed. So I abandoned that silly idea and realised, oh, it's a bit marshy here, goodness. This is the time of year where everything gets very wet, and realised it doesn't matter how long I walk her for, I just get outside and I walk her, full stop. And I have almost added this to every other area of my life, including my morning routine. It is not about being perfect, doing it all, fitting everything in. It's about just trying and doing it in the way that works that day. Because every day is very changeable, life happens, and I get so much more joy now only having the consistency of getting out the door in the morning. Most of the time I end up walking her for over half an hour because I've let go of the stress of it. Sometimes I will walk her for an hour. Me putting so much pressure on myself took the fun away and made it a chore that I had to tick off. Now it is a joy that I have the privilege to enjoy every day. And it's good for me too. I know it's great for your circadian rhythm to have, you know, your eyes adjust to daylight when you first get out of bed. And look, I'm going on an adventure climbing under trees, listening to my silly little gossip podcast. Look at all the leaves changing colour, the ferns. You matched the leaves, Robbie. It's so funny, if anyone wants to understand the behind the scenes of all these lovely shots that I get you, it's Roxy just sniffing and pulling on this lead going, why are we stopping? And every single clip I get, it's like 4 seconds of stillness and then suddenly it's like shaking because she's pulling me away. She's so excited. I'm just going to do my morning workout now. I've switched to at home, like I said. It has made such a difference because it's so quick. I use the app Trainwell and it's just all on here. It's like a quick at home strength training workout with a little bit of Pilates and stretching, and it takes like half an hour, I think, 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get going with this and probably listen to some Chapel Roan.
Soft, turn the key and cooler on. This a pause for relief. Some
Okay, so it's a half an hour workout, and I love my new attitude to exercise, because I definitely used to be like, you have to have an intense workout, be really out of breath, dripping in sweat, go to the gym, spend an hour there for it to be worthwhile. It's just unrealistic, and I don't know why that was like the pervasive idea in my mind. I suppose being in your 20s and being impressionable to all of the information out there when it comes to fitness, I really don't believe that's true. I think any form of exercise is going to be good for you for however long works. If I can make it so I'm doing half an hour of exercise like this a few times a week, getting outdoors, walking Roxy, I would love to start yoga again and have a balanced relationship with it, then that's the best, because you don't want to be doing really intense workouts and then burning out and doing your body harm. There's no need for it. So if you have been feeling like you're burning yourself out with exercise because you have this pressure, maybe take a step back and try and figure out what you enjoy and also what fits into your life conveniently and makes you feel good. And I feel really good right now. I feel sweaty, I feel like I've got my heart rate up, but I don't feel exhausted. It hasn't interrupted my day, and it's feasible for me to fit in. Yeah, just gonna submit my workout and then we're gonna go inside and shower.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Hee. Oh my god, it's such a nice day today, look at that. Flowers are still growing strong. Look at our Virginia creeper, the most gorgeous colour. I think it's so interesting that this one's going red sooner than this one. How good is that feeling post shower after exercise? I feel so refreshed. I've been wanting to share this toothbrush with you for a while because it is the best toothbrush I've ever owned and I love it. Did you notice how it is mounted on my mirror all beautifully with no mess? You just put it on a little magnetic attachment that goes on your mirror, and it means that it doesn't make all the toothpaste stains all over your sink. It's so sleek and so beautiful. I went for this lovely green colour. They reached out to me ages ago. I've had this toothbrush for months and months and months, and when they first contacted me, they said, hey, do you want to try our toothbrush? I was very intrigued by not only how beautiful the toothbrush is, because most toothbrushes are not the prettiest, but also because of their sustainability. So I'm very excited to be working with Suri on this video. I wanted to share with you a few facts that actually come on the back of the package, because they sent Alex his own toothbrush, which I'm very excited about because he has an old one that still leaves marks all over the sink and it kind of drives me nuts. I even have words with him like, please, can you wipe it up, because I hate the way it looks. And hopefully it's not going to be an issue anymore because we can put this one on the other side of the sink. I've got a green one, Alex has got a blue one, which is very cute. And it also comes with this very nice, sleek charger that also cleans your toothbrush, but I'll get into that in a second. But the thing that when they first contacted me that really piqued my interest is their sustainable values. So on the back of the pack it says, every year over 4 billion toothbrushes end up in landfills or in our oceans. That's enough to circle the earth 12 times. Their whole thing is that their toothbrush heads are made from renewable materials. So their heads are made from renewable cornstarch with castor oil bristles and are recyclable by us. So you can send the toothbrush heads back to Suri to be recycled. It was something that always kind of bothered me before. I used to try bamboo toothbrushes. Back in like 2017, I think I used bamboo toothbrushes for a little bit. I remember it was actually when we went traveling in Thailand and my teeth ended up becoming really sensitive because they just didn't clean my teeth well enough, unfortunately. I loved the idea of it, and obviously I was kind of early in my days of learning about zero waste and sustainability, so toothbrushes like bamboo toothbrushes made sense to me, but I couldn't keep it up. I had to go back to an electric toothbrush because my teeth health was kind of suffering as a result of using bamboo toothbrushes. My teeth ended up not being in their best health. So I went back to an electronic toothbrush, but the thing that always bothered me was the fact that you couldn't recycle the heads and you'd have to be throwing them out, these big pieces of plastic. It's also a sonic toothbrush, which is obviously very important, so your teeth are getting a great clean, and it has a 40-day battery life. I can't remember the last time I charged this toothbrush because it just lasts so long. It must be over a month because I don't really have to charge it. Whereas my old toothbrush, I was always having to charge. I'm someone who's really bad at remembering to charge things. The amount of times I would go to clean my teeth in the evening and my battery would be dead, and then I'd have to clean it like it was a manual toothbrush. Literally, Alex would always laugh at me. He'd be like, why don't you charge it? Honestly, so I haven't really had to worry about it so much. So this little case I was talking about, you basically put your toothbrush inside. It's nice and sleek as well. I just have this on my bedside table. You put your toothbrush inside. I've got toothpaste on here. I was very eager before I started filming this. I put my toothpaste on there because I was like, I'm about to clean my teeth. Just like muscle memory. But you put your toothbrush in there. It's got UV light in here that cleans your toothbrush. So you can actually put it in here to clean your toothbrush as well as charge it. And it kills 99.9% of bacteria in like a minute. And you can also travel with this. So this is perfect to put your toothbrush in when you're going away. You just put it in here, it keeps it clean, and it's your charger as well. So you just can have it very easily to travel with. I took this with me in the summer to Italy. Where else have I been? To France. I took this as well, and it was very convenient having it all in this little case with my charger. So that if it ran out of battery, which it didn't, but if it did, I have a charger to, you know, boost it up. So if you are looking for a new toothbrush, if your old one is on its last legs, or it bothers you that you have to throw away the toothbrush heads, or if it's not really giving you the best clean, etc., definitely check out Suri. I have got a very lovely discount code. Madeline gets you 20% off if you use my link down below. I really recommend it. I wouldn't turn back, and Alex won't turn back now either. Look at it, look at it. It's so sleek, just for the fact that it looks this beautiful. Also, it's very quiet. Like, I feel like my old toothbrush was really loud. So now there's no toothpaste on it. I'll actually show you it in the case. So it slots in like that really nicely. It's such a small dinky toothbrush, and it's so pretty. You just close that, and this is very light. It's not heavy or anything. I just shove it in my handbag just in case like my luggage gets lost or something. I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful, and I'm gonna get Alex to unbox his one for you because they very kindly were like, does Alex want one too? Which I thought was very sweet. That doesn't normally happen with brands, so thank you, Suri, because brands obviously think of me because I'm the one on camera, but it's very kind of them to ask if Alex wanted one. He was very excited. He's very into his technology. So this could be a really great present actually if you've got someone's birthday coming up, or if you're somebody who likes to buy Christmas presents early. I know that lots of my family are already asking me about what I want for Christmas, so that you can stagger it over the coming months. This could be a lovely present for your partner if they have been using a clunky old toothbrush and it's been messing up your sink. This could be the option to give them so that you don't have to worry about your messy sink anymore. But yeah, I'll get him to unbox it and give his little first thoughts. I'm gonna do my skincare now. I'll show you what I washed my face with. This was what I washed my face with. It's the Andalou Naturals. It's a new one actually, I quite like it. Their Citrus Kombucha Cleansing Gel. And now I'm gonna use my Klairs Vitamin C that I've been using for so many years. I actually think I started using this in like 2018, and I keep going back to it. It's definitely one of the best vitamin C's I've ever used. And the reason I love it, and it's one of the best I've ever used, is because it's instant. I feel like some vitamin C you put on and it's like maybe an accumulative effect of your skin becoming more glossy and glowy, but this, let me show you, like immediately, if I put makeup over this, like it immediately has that kind of glowy texture to your skin, which is just lovely. Look how neat. This feels like a good old school YouTube video. I was really looking forward to filming this because I loved the days when people would film their morning routines. I feel like it's not as much of a thing anymore. I want to see people's mornings. I want to know exactly what they're doing. Do you? I hope so. I hope that's why you're watching this video, but I'm nosy. Hopefully me sharing this kind of morning routine as well is one that's like not, you know, nothing wrong with this either. Like if you are someone who gets up and does it all in the morning, and it makes you feel good, then that's really positive. I'm just trying to share that, like, I used to put pressure on myself to do that, and I don't anymore. Could be just the era of my life, but in hindsight, I do think that I was putting way too much pressure to do it all and be like that girl and be the vision of health and wellness, and just, yeah, I'm sure if I went back and watched my old morning routine videos, I would roll my eyes because it's just too much and it's a lot of pressure. So maybe me sharing this kind of relaxed morning routine is nice in comparison. I try and fit it in, but also like sometimes this stuff doesn't happen. I feel like that's also something to take away from I want to like highlight in this video is that though this is my morning routine today, some mornings I don't put makeup on. I think the other day, in fact, I had a bit of a rubbish day because I think I just started my period. I literally got out of bed, out in my pajamas, walked downstairs, made breakfast, and that was my morning routine. I didn't walk Roxy that day, Alex did, because I didn't feel like it, I had cramps. I didn't do skincare, I didn't look at myself in the mirror, I didn't get dressed, I sat on the sofa all day and edited. And then like at 1 p.m. I was like, oh wait, I haven't washed my face today, and I haven't walked Roxy, Alex did it, and what happened to my morning routine? And it did impact my day, actually, made me feel a bit rubbish, but like that's normal. I don't think it's like normal to every single day have it exactly the same, or at least it's not for me. Maybe it is for some people and that makes them feel better. But yeah, I often have it where I can't, or I don't. I like to get ready for the day. I love to do my skincare. I share this so often because it just makes me it makes me feel quite relaxed. It makes me feel like, I suppose it's a very like a surface level thing that can penetrate deeper because it makes me realise I'm worthy of the time. And obviously I don't have children, I'm not in a stage of my life where I don't have this time, so I want to like make the most of it and be grateful for it and realise what a privilege it is that I get to wake up and have this time. So I just want to enjoy it. As someone who's had depression and anxiety, sometimes taking care of yourself, showering, washing your face, putting moisturiser on, those really simple things, eating breakfast, can be the most hard and challenging things to do. So I like to have it in my routine that I do those things, and it's kind of like a reminder that I'm worthy of being taken care of and looked after and pampered. It's self-care in its simplest form. I did a little video on Instagram recently and I mentioned how my makeup and skincare is my meditation. I definitely used to find the idea of meditating really daunting, and I did do it for a while and I found it really challenging, and I'm sure that's part of the process, and if I carried on maybe I would get better at it because it's a really hard thing to do. But I do find that when I'm not vlogging, that this morning process of going on a walk, doing my skincare, getting ready for the day, doing my makeup, I think for a lot of women, it is meditative and it is very relaxing to kind of get into that state where you're just, you know, you're just getting yourself ready. And I've done that since I was a child as well. There really is something to be said about stuff that you have done for a really long time. Kind of takes me back. I don't know. I'm sure that lots of women have this experience where we've all done our, you know, makeup and got our hair done and ready. Not all of us, but lots of us enjoy that. I've always enjoyed that. And I've done it since I was a teenager. So I suppose it kind of takes me back to that simpler time. Makes me feel relaxed and calm. This is the Ren Everyday Cream, Global Protection Day Cream. I love this moisturiser, and I always notice actually when I put this over the top of my vitamin C, my skin feels so like smooth, like I've got primer on. I'm gonna do my makeup. I do a really simple quick makeup. I'm not gonna, I mean, do you want me to go through my makeup? I don't know if that's interesting. Maybe I'll just do it really quickly. I feel like, I don't know how long you want this video to be, but I'm using my Skin and Me sun cream. I do have another one called Badger, which is a nice mineral one as well that I use, but that's in the bathroom. I put sun cream on every day, even though we're going into autumn, winter. It's really, really important on your face if you're outside. Obviously we all live in different areas of the world, but I know that there's lots of emphasis about sun cream for anti-aging, but it's really, really important for your health as well, to make sure your skin is protected, especially if you're fair like I am. This is my Hourglass concealer, which is one of those ones where a little goes a long way. And I never learn my lesson. Every day I put quite a lot on and then I'm like, whoa, that's so much concealer. Today I am just having a kind of like on my computer editing day. So I'm filming this video this morning, and then I have my second part of my renovation vlog to edit, which if you didn't see the first one, I will link it. I did an update of 3 years of us renovating this house, which was so fun to look back on. It was such a big edit to do, but it was so, so fun. Like, to see how much work we've done on the house is quite surreal, and I love that we have this like to document. We did one 2 years after renovating. I think that was in December 2022. So we've kind of done it every year and a half or so. And I'm really looking forward now to the next one. I mean, like, imagine that, like in 10 years time, I can look back at all the renovations we've done. That's one of my favourite things about this job, actually, is that I have all of that stuff to look back on one day when I'm older, it's kind of crazy that I can do that. I've got a few different like tinted moisturisers that I use. This is the Complexion Rescue Natural Matte Tinted Moisturiser, or the Hydrating Skin Tint from Hourglass. So it's kind of like whether I want to be glowy or matte. While I'm on camera with you, I've got to film a little clip for the second part of the renovation. I've got to film something for the patio, because that is a huge thing that we've changed, and it's been such bad weather recently that I haven't been able to film it outside, but it's nice and sunny today, thankfully. So I'm going to use the matte one because that looks a bit better on camera. You don't want to be shiny. And now I've got my Charlotte Tilbury little, I think it's called Airbrush Bronzer. It's all rubbed off, it's really old. I'm nearly finished with it, but I use this as eyeshadow just so I don't get creases, because sometimes if I get a bit of like foundation on my eyelids, they crease. And then I use a really small amount. I don't love to bronze my face, so I just kind of very slightly do that. And something I've been doing recently, actually, if you have run out of your blush, I ran out of my cream blusher, and I'm trying to do like a bit of a no buy, like kind of budget for the rest of this year, basically. Alex and I want to save to renovate and stuff, so we're trying to like cut back in every area. It's quite fun to do, actually. It's very like motivating, and it's crazy how it adds up. So I've stopped doing my nails. Look, I've got bare nails, what the hell. I'm just trying not to buy anything because I don't need anything. It's also quite like satisfying to do when you realise how it makes you feel grateful for what you've already got. And I have a lot of makeup, and often I feel like my makeup never goes down because I'm always topping it up. But a little hack that I think I was inspired by a TikTok video that shared, I think during like Victoria's Secret shows, instead of blusher, they just used red lipstick. Or maybe it was just that they used red blusher. I don't know. But I saw that and I thought, oh my God, that's so smart. And it was because red is a lovely colour to use as blusher because it looks so natural. When you blend it out, you'll see it looks crazy right now. But when you blend it out, it actually looks like a natural flush, whereas other blush colours, so like pink colours or corally colours, they look like blush. The only thing is it doesn't really last as long as a cream blusher that's obviously designed to be used as a cream blusher. But I feel like it looks really good because it looks real. When I put my powder on, it kind of calms down a bit, but look. It just looks like I'm naturally flushed, or I've got a bit of a tan. And then I use the same lipstick, and this is Energy from Bare Minerals. It's their like mineralist lipsticks. I just dab it and use a lip balm. This is my Lush Snow Fairy Lip Mask, which I didn't actually realise is a lip mask. I've always been using it as a lip balm. I suppose it doesn't really matter. And I just rub that in, and then it kind of matches. I'm really happy that the weather is sunny today and for the rest of this week, so I really want to get in the garden. Alex and I have taken down the trellis. You may have seen on Instagram, I have started back posting on Our Cornish Cottage. So if you're not following over there and you want to see home stuff, then go have a look, because I'll share like updates like I used to. And we took the trellis down. We just need to continue basically moving plants and stuff so that it's kind of one big garden. This is the Swede mascara, which is a great mascara. The only issue is it's a really difficult mascara to take off at night. Like I said this morning, I've still got makeup on my eyes because it just doesn't budge. If I'm not using this one for a more natural look, I use the Bare Minerals Brown mascara, the Tibetan and Sex. I have actually run out of my Bare Minerals eyebrow thing, but again, I actually feel like I can solve this problem. I have this Body Shop lip butter, this like coconut one. I find that the flavour of this, when I wear this on my lips, I end up eating it, and it's too much, the taste. So it sits in my drawer, and I actually looked at it the other day and I thought, well, can't I just use the old Bare Minerals wand and use this to sort of stick my eyebrows up, because it is that texture and it works. I don't know how, I'm gonna see at the end of the day how long it lasts, but it kind of does the same thing. So that's my makeup. Let's see how my hair's looking. I blow dried it the other day and Dysoned it yesterday. Sometimes it ends up looking fine. I don't need to do anything with it. Yeah, that's fine. It's got a bit of a wave. It's kind of a bit messy, but like I said, I'm literally going to be sitting on the sofa today. I do need to film a little clip outside, but it'll be like a few minutes. So that's me ready. For my perfume, I'm going to go with Floral Street Wild Vanilla. Oh, actually, do I want this one? No. This one, the Wonderland Peony. It's a bit more floral, the other one's a bit sweeter. Oh, it smells so good. I have just seen that Alex has got cheese on toast, so I'm tempted to have the same. So I have actually got leftover, did you use this one? Leftover cheese from yesterday, because we're doing a shoot day. This is another part of my routine that I used to really truly believe that if I was exercising and I was having a perfect morning, food like cheese on toast would not be allowed, which is ridiculous. So every time actually I have that thought, I try and go against it, because it's nonsense. Why is avocado on toast fine, but cheese on toast isn't? Like, it's just one breakfast, one meal out of a day. And I'm gonna have a lovely smoothie with it, because that's what I fancy, and it's very nostalgic to me. Alex's yummy homemade loaf. While my toast is toasting, there's such a big pile of washing up from yesterday, because like I said, we were shooting 4 recipes. I'll show you what I put in my smoothie. I usually make Alex kind of some as well, but I'm gonna check when he comes back in if he actually wants one, because the last couple of days he's not eaten it, and if he's got cheese on toast he may not want a smoothie as well. I will double check. But I put a banana, or I put 2 if he's having some. Oh. Alex, do you want some smoothie or not? Okay. He does. We need to get more bananas. So 2 bananas, they're quite little, these ones. I put some moringa powder. And actually, I get most of this sort of stuff from iHerb, and I do have a discount. I'll leave it down below with iHerb. So I use moringa powder. I do like a heaped teaspoon, and then I'll put my protein powder. This is the Form Nutrition, or I'll use Wild Nutrition. And I will do 2 scoops. I think this one's finished actually. Have I got any more? I hope so, yeah. This is I think it's the vanilla flavour. It's a really nice flavour. That's all gone now. Then, frozen fruits. We've got some strawberries here. A few strawberries, a few raspberries. I've finished my mixed ones. This is going to be a little bit different. And then I usually put coconut yogurt in it, but I forgot to order it. Yeah, totally forgot to order coconut yogurt this time. So just going to be some water, and that's it. And then I'll put coconut yogurt in if I have it. And it's quite a nice morning smoothie to make sure I'm getting some protein, some fruit, and yeah, all of those bits. I also didn't show you, I have my AG1 first thing as well. My little creams. Yes, I just forgot to show you. You just mix it in with water, and it's got like loads of vitamins, and it's good for your gut. I realised, I think I shared this recently, I realised sometimes my breakfasts were a bit like rushed, and so I wasn't eating enough. So my emphasis now in the morning is to feel nourished, to look after my body, and to like actually feed myself. It's a far cry from my old attitude years and years ago, where breakfast was very strict and kind of like almost like this is the first meal of the day. It sets the tone for the rest of the day. So if I was to dare have something that was naughty, then that would mean the rest of the day would be the same. And it's a really silly way to think. And I would also be very particular about what breakfast I would have and how, you know, how healthy it was. Whereas now I kind of try and go off of what I'm craving and really like stay in tune with my body. So for example, seeing Alex's cheese on toast, I was like, oh my God, that's so yummy. I'm gonna have that. And that's what I fancy. That's what I'm craving. Alex made a lovely loaf of bread. I'm having my smoothie every day because it's convenient. The smoothie makes sense to get all the goodness and all the nutrients. And I love the taste of it. I'm just finding I'm not crashing as much. Like I used to have it at like 3, 4 p.m. where I'd feel so tired and hungry. And then before dinner, I would almost be just like, oh my God, I'm so hungry for dinner. Can we just have it now? It would make me hangry. And I don't think that I realised for a while that I was allowing, I suppose, those health podcasts and lots of information I'd been absorbing had seeped into my mind. And so I was really trying to eat like just whole foods and be healthy, and didn't pay attention to my own hunger cues and my own intuition of what I was craving, and not listening to the fact that it's probably not that normal to at 3-4 p.m. feel that hungry. And if I am feeling that hungry, I should probably eat more. Maybe I didn't eat as much earlier in the day. Sometimes you just don't realise this. Sometimes you kind of have to step outside of yourself and look from above and say, hey, that's going wrong. Maybe you need to change something. You go through a period of like feeling depressed or anxious. I had a bit of a low period at the start of this year. Those old kind of mindsets can creep back in. You can become vulnerable to, I guess, impressionable ideas, and you can also forget to eat or not take care of yourself. So I'm being conscious of it now, and it's making a really big difference to my life, and it's making me a lot happier, and my mood has been so much better. Also, I'm going to take my supplements. I'm actually going to take them in the morning. I usually take them in the evening. Sometimes I was taking them too late and then it made me feel a bit sick because I hadn't eaten recently. So let me show you. I take a few different things. They're all from Wild Nutrition. So I take vitamin B12 because I'm vegan. I take their fertility support because it's one that you can take if you are thinking about having children in the future. I'm obviously 32. Alex and I have been together for a really long time, and it's just a time in our life that we're thinking ahead and thinking about the fact that we want children. It's kind of good to get ahead and think, okay, what vitamins do I need to make sure that my fertility is doing well? And I'd really recommend this as a supplement for that purpose, because the things like folate or folic acid that you need to have in your system if you want to think about having children. And my sister actually introduced me to this brand for that exact reason. It was years ago that she said to me, oh, I'm thinking about maybe having kids, and like maybe at some point her and her husband, they're saying, well, maybe we'll start trying at some point. And I think she started taking these like 6 months before then, and she said, oh, I've been taking this supplement. And I think that's how I found out about Wild Nutrition. And then she also took them during her pregnancy because they're all food based, which is wonderful. Makes them a lot more effective basically because it's coming from food, your body absorbs it better. So I take that, and then I also have been taking their Iron Plus. I take this just when I'm on my period, which I currently am. You have like a consultation with them when you first sign up, which is really cool. And she's recommended to take iron during my period because I do have PMDD, and sometimes my PMS is pretty bad. So she said it could help to take some more iron during your cycle. And then I also take ashwagandha, which is really great for anxiety. If you've got anxiety, ashwagandha is the one. So yeah, there's lots of supplements here. You do not need all these supplements. This is something I personally choose to take. So let's blend this smoothie up. Pour them in these lovely glasses that all of you love. I think I literally just got these on Amazon. That's such a lovely colour. This is the plant-based Cathedral City, which I really recommend. It's a really good vegan cheese. Let's pop this in the grill. This is not actually Marmite, it's Natex. I think it's because the health food shop didn't have Marmite, so we bought this one and we're still getting through it. It's actually on its last legs now, isn't it? Yes, I missed actual Marmite. This is fine, but it's not as good. It's missing something, isn't it?
It's quite strong.
But it's just, there's something that's not there that is in Marmite.
Yeah.
Or it could just be that it's just different. I'm just used to Marmite.
Well, you did it.
Yeah, it's pretty much finished. Glorious! Tastes like childhood. Definitely something missing in terms of it's not actually Marmite. I had abandoned this very recently, my 5-minute journal, but I've started it up again the last week. I love this journal. It basically has prompts. So when you open it, it has prompts for the morning and for the evening. It also has a little quote. So it's the 2nd of October today, as if. How is it October? Today's quote is, your life is your story and the adventure ahead of you is the journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential. So I've been trying to do this whilst I'm having my breakfast so I can sit and think. So first is 3 things that I'm grateful for. So I'm grateful for food on my plate every day. I think I often write this because I think it's something I forget about. So especially if you're someone who's trying to heal their relationship with food, trying to have gratitude for the fact that you have access to food and you have delicious food available to you every day is kind of miraculous for your mindset, because it kind of frames food as something that is a privilege, and it's like a way of life. It obviously provides you with energy and sustenance, and some people don't have access to food, or they don't have options, or they are struggling to afford it, or there's so many scenarios of where people don't. I literally have access to everything I would like. I can go to a supermarket. Some people can't. Some people are homeless, some people live in food deserts, some people don't have access to food, they are really, really low on funds, or they have to choose between their meal or their meal for their kids. It kind of just puts things, in perspective sometimes, because most of us are very lucky. I'm also grateful for Alex and everything he does for me. He's always thinking of me. He is packaging up my cowboy boots to take with him. He's often making sure I'm taken care of, basically, and checks what I need from him. I do notice it, and it is like my love language is acts of service, so I appreciate him a lot. I'm also grateful for nature and the beauty of the world. It's something that inspires me every day, and maybe I previously didn't put a name to it or didn't identify that that's what it was doing. I'd go on walks and it would make me feel calm and happy and relaxed and inspired, and I wouldn't necessarily put two and two together, and now I really actively notice the difference it makes and how much nature inspires me and how much the beauty of where I live makes me feel so alive, and it puts things in perspective, and it's a nice thing to remember. What would make today great? So what would make today great is if I have a productive work day with editing, because I need to get this video edited and it's on my mind. So I'm going to be productive, I'm going to think of it positively, I'm going to get it done. Also, I really want to finish that TV show. So I would love to watch TV show with Alex later, because it's really fun when you find a TV show that both of you love. We haven't had one for a while. Oh no, we watched Nobody Wants This, and that was amazing. Honestly, best rom-com I've watched in like years. I wish I could just unwatch it and rewatch it. In fact, I may rewatch it in like a month because I enjoyed it so much. It was absolutely incredible. I love Adam Brody. I've had a crush on him since The OC, and that TV show, watch it now. Drop everything and watch it. Presumed Innocent is a thriller, so it's not a rom-com, but it's also excellent. I'm just like, oh my god, what's happening? It's all about a murder trial, and it's just like, oh my gosh, who did it? And I want to know, so I'm really looking forward to that. What would make today great other than that? I think also what would make today great would be time to finish things on my list. I feel like my week sometimes feels a bit like, oh my gosh, I'm juggling a few things. I need to have a bit more self-awareness of where I can find that time and how I can be better at prioritising and being productive. It'd be great if I find that time and figure that out today. So I'm going to tell myself now I'm going to do it. Daily affirmation is, I write basically lots of random things of what I'm feeling like I need today. So today I'm going to say time is in my favour, so I can motivate myself to get it done because it's doable. I just need to not faff or overthink or get distracted. Sometimes I get really into one of the jobs I'm doing. Like if I'm working on the website, I get sucked in. I'm like, oh, this is really fun. I want to tweak that or have a look at that. When actually there's other things on my list that are more important, like a YouTube video needs to go live or a thumbnail needs to be edited. And so I need to remember that time's in my favour. I just need to use it properly. So it actually really helps me, this journal. Really recommend it. I'm going to have my breakfast and then we're going to start my work day on my computer. Get my head down for the next couple of hours until lunch, and I really would quite like if I managed to get that video edited for lunchtime so that I can then do all the website bits I need to do today because I've got a recipe to go live. Breakfast is finished. Still got some of my smoothie to go. I actually haven't made my coffee this morning. Before I start my day, I always do my daily planner. So I use Notion and it has really changed how I approach things. I downloaded the productivity method. Again, I did mention this in a vlog the other day, so I apologise, I'm repeating myself. It was an easy buy for me because I used to use the productivity method book, and it really helped with my work and with productivity and getting everything sorted. So I had been trying to organise my business and my life and my productivity and just analysing things because I was feeling so lost, and my depression had seeped into my work. And it was the first kind of area where I was like, this is something that's quite tangible for me that can take my mind off of things during the daytime and can make me feel really positive, because I love my job, and the self-worth and self-esteem it gives me and the happiness it brings me when I'm like, I don't know, when I'm completing tasks and fulfilling projects that make me really happy and excited, is like nothing else. You know, I'm running my own business, running my own thing here, and it's just a lot of fun to put your life and soul into a project and to see how it turns out. It's just a very enjoyable process, and I really love creating content. So I thought this is the first place I'm going to try and sort my life out. In late September, I sat down, planned all of my content for the coming months and just put it all in Notion with the tasks. It takes probably like a couple of hours to do that, but it's worth it. You plan ahead like that, which I didn't used to think would help me, because I used to be very chaotic and just do things on a whim, which made me very stressed. You think, oh gosh, I cannot be bothered to spend half a day planning my content and then inputting it all into this app. But what it means is that every single day you do not have to think about your to-do list, because it's already there. It literally is there. This is what you're doing today, and this is what tasks you have to do to complete it. And only occasionally do I have to add extra tasks if extra work comes up. It has reduced my anxiety around work, and it has massively increased productivity. Don't know if you've noticed, but I've been posting so much more on my other platforms. And I also hope and think that my content on this channel has been better. I'm going to get on with my work now. So that's kind of like my morning routine over. I've done my little daily planner, and I'm just literally going to go outside and film my patio little renovation, and I'm gonna get on with my day. I didn't actually get Alex to open his Surrey toothbrush. I'll add that into the end of the vlog when he gets home, because I want to see his reaction, because he probably will be quite excited because it's a fun thing. Yeah, thank you Surrey for sponsoring, and it's a pleasure to work with brands like this, because it's so fun that I get to get to share really cool things that are coming out, new innovative brands that I am in love with and I would purchase if I wasn't working with them. So if you want to check them out, you can use my discount code, like I mentioned, Madeline, for 20% off. I absolutely love my toothbrush so much. It's so pretty, and I just think it's a basic in all of our lives, and I would really recommend this one, especially if your current toothbrush is on its last legs, or if someone wants it as a gift for Christmas. I think it's an excellent option. So yeah, I'll show you Alex opening it, but this will be the end of the vlog, and I'm gonna get on with my work and go outside while it's sunny. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up as well, and I will see you in my next vlog.
Ooh. I do like unboxing things. Ooh. Okay. So fresh and so clean.
Very cute. So we can put the mount
I'll do this. Oh, it's
on here, so we've got one on either side.
how adorable. Now we just need the double sink.
Next renovation.
It's compostable.
Yeah, you can return them to them. Yeah, the
The wrapper's
packaging, all the packaging is recyclable and
Yeah.
compostable, and then you can return the brush heads to them. Which is, Alex is the king of recycling. There is nothing that goes in the bin. He has to recycle everything.
Yeah.
So
Maddie just chucks things. She would burn it in the back garden if it wasn't for
I'm just disorganised, so I know Alex takes care of it.
Ooh.
Look at that. And you're so particular. So the brush heads, you send them back to them to be recycled. You singing a song. Because you can't do that with other toothbrushes. They have to go in the bin.
That's cool. Oh look, there we are, there's mine.
Yeah, so we put this one here. Oh, you can put them on the mirror.
Yeah.
You can put them on your mirror, or you can put them, we've got them on the side. So this one, please ignore how fingerprinty this is. That's hilarious. This was actually cleaned under a week ago. I feel like this was cleaned a few days ago, but you have to do that every day you have to push this every day to access the mirror, so it gets fingerprinty like immediately. And this is the return.
Here's my little packet.
This is the return packet they give you so that you can send back the toothbrush heads.
Bloop.
Right, say goodbye to the vlog, tell them to subscribe
that's
and
nice. Right, I'm going to clean my teeth. So you probably don't want to watch that on teeth. Yeah, if you like and subscribe, and maybe if you want more toothbrush music. That's really fun.
Bye.